Hello learners, moving on to today's exam analysis for January 8th, both shift 1 and shift 2 put together. Let's see certain important solution. In math aptitude, they have asked and sum on compound interest. So the question basically is a sum which is principal amount which is 1024 and it is compounded half yearly and 50% is the rate of interest. I just want to go through the formula so that you can solve the sum on your own. P into 1 plus R divided by 100 the whole power n and amount equals principal plus compound interest. This is the basic formula. N is the number of years that is given in the question and R is the rate of interest. One major important thing is that since it's compounded half yearly, the formula is going to be for time, that is n, it is going to be 2 into number of years given in the question, and the rate of interest ROI is going to be half into the 50% which is given in the sum, that is the 25%. This is how you need to solve proceeding. So continue solving like this. Moving on to the second question, SMCR model they have asked in communication. Very simple, sender, message, channel and receiver. This is the full form. It's David Berlow's SMCR model of communication. Moving on to next important question. They have asked the chronological order, that is KB, MB, GB. This is the right order from the smallest to the largest, which I am writing down now. We've discussed detailed video on the same. Go back and refer to my videos. And next one, square of opposition is continuously asked in the examination. In the square of opposition, basic, I just want to revise the basic. It's A, E, O, I, all, no SSP, then some not and some. These two are there. These are called as contradictory. This is called as contrary. This is called as subcontrary. This is just a quick revision. I have done detailed videos on the same. You can go back and visit my videos. This is the question paper pattern today. Hope you study well. This is the basic square of opposition. Moving on, the next important thing is Higher Education Commission. Questions are being asked compulsorily. And the Higher Education Commission recently for the last two papers, Kothari Commission was asked. So revise any commission topic thoroughly. And moving on, static. So this static communication means small talk, opening conversation or greetings. So this question was asked in today's exam. Moving on, the 5-year plan is being asked continuously in all the papers. The 5-year plan is very important. This 5-year plan is monitored by Niti Aayog and the Planning Commission put together. And in this 5-year plan, what are the major things you need to know? In the first 5-year plan, they established the formation of UGC and then ICT involvement in education. 10th 5-year plan focused on education and to improve the literacy rate. Literacy rate from 65% to 75% by 2007. And then increase in the employment opportunity. You can read about the 5-year plan thoroughly. And then Article 21A, which has become the fundamental right, is about the right to education, free and compulsory education for the ages 6 to 14 years. This was formulated when? This was in the 11th 5-year plan. These details you need to know. This is just the gist I'm giving for you to prepare for your exam. Next one is the metacognition or metacognitive learning. I've done a separate video on the same. John Flavel has given this in the year 1970s. It's about thinking about your own thinking. The reflective session, the meditation are such examples. How you process your own thought process. World's big nuclear disaster has been asked in today's examination. So nuclear disaster, there is a list going. I will just write down the list. You can copy or you can learn it in this video. Wind scale, fire, nuclear disaster, along with the dates I'm giving. You can have a run through. These are the worst nuclear disaster which has happened. 26th April 1986. Fukushima nuclear disaster, 11th March 2011. This is a common general affair question which is asked in today's examination. Moving on, teaching aptitude, concept-based questions are being asked. Open source software like MOOC, read about that. FOSSE, MOOC, read about all of that. We've seen this multiple times, so read about all these. And then in missing number series, the question was asked like this. They are asking you the 11th term. Starting, if you can see, this numerator remains the same. Denominator, if you see 2 into 2 are, you get 4. 4 into 2 are, you get 8. 8 into 2 are, the next term will be 16. So likewise, the 11th term, already 3 terms are given, counting on 4, 5, 6. If you take the 4th term, it is going to be 3. This is minus 3, right? Next will be plus 3. 3 divided by 8 into 2 are 16. Then minus 3. Then plus 3. Here 16 twos are 32 and here 32 into 2s are 64. Likewise, the 11th, this is the 4th term, 5th term and 6th term, and 11th term will be minus 3 by 1024. This is the answer and this is how you must do this particular problem. Moving on. Details on conference of parties COP 11, 13, 18 and 10 have been asked in the examination. And which country is the world's largest polluter of greenhouse gases? The answer is China. And the full form of UDL they have asked, it's Universal Design for Learning. Abbreviation I've told numerous times, it's very easy to score. You don't need to miss on the same. And the other important thing is VoIP. It is Voice over Internet Protocol. And then action research format have been asked in the exam. You need to know that planning, plan, act, observe, reflect. Based on the option given, know the concept and choose your answer accordingly. Ancient universities, Nalanda, Takshila, on all these questions have been asked. It's repetition based. And then the simple interest sum and compound interest sum is being asked repetitively. The next important thing which we are going to see is the sound waves. Question on sound waves. Basically, the components of sound wave, if you see amplitude. What is amplitude? It is the vibration. Higher the vibration, higher will be the sound. Next one is the frequency. Frequency, if you know, it is measured by hertz, right? Hertz. This is the speed in which the sound travels, that is frequency. Next, the sound intensity. If the sound is loud or the sound is light, it is measured by watt per meter square. This is the unit of sound intensity measured by this. And then the loudness of the sound, how loud the sound is measured by decibels. These are very important terms. And then these are the limits between 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. The sound is audible. Less than 20 hertz, it's infrasonic. More than 20 hertz, it's ultrasonic. These are very important, very basic questions can be asked on the same. Moving on, you know that research references we've seen numerous times. The questions have been asked on the same. Wastewater treatment. I've given the latest detailed video on the same. Question has been asked regarding the tertiary water treatment process. And then the last question is McBride report. McBride, what is this McBride report? It is many voices, one world. This report was given in the year 1980 by UNESCO. It is basically how to solve information and communication errors, how to develop and strengthen and foster the communication between the nations, and this led to the formation of NWICO. It's New World Information and Communication Order. This is a new question. You need to learn this. So how the information and communication technology plays a vital role between various nations. How do they strengthen the cultural diversity? And this was developed. So that's all for today. Let's see tomorrow's exam analysis later on. All the best. Keep preparing.